You may be considering purchasing a Tesla Model 3, but before you do, you must conduct thorough studies. You must be a little nervous about buying it and wondering if it is worth the money. Will I be remorseful about owning an electric vehicle? How am I going to go on the road trips? The most important element to consider before purchasing is conducting research, and we are here to assist you with that. We're here to tell you all you need to know about the Tesla Model 3 before you buy it. Hey everyone, and welcome to Tesla News, where we bring you the newest and best updates about Tesla and Elon Musk. For daily videos, please consider subscribing to our channel. Jumping directly to the topic, the first thing is that how often do you need to charge it? This will have a significant impact on your life. If you drive 1 or 2 hours round trip for work or pleasure on a regular basis, the requirement to charge regularly may cause hassles, not because of the lack of charging availability, but because of the lifestyle changes required to accommodate it. This question also determines which vehicle option is best for you, as well as if you need to upgrade to long range or to performance to avoid charging in the middle of the day, if you can charge at home. Also, make sure to look at the supercharger map to see if there are any nearby chargers and how close they are. Is the closest a 15-minute drive? Will you be able to make that trip every week, as well as sit and charge 45 minutes too? The second question arises as a result of this. Do you have a garage? If you do, the convenience of charging goes up dramatically. Many people without garages have pointed out the not insufficient cost of relying on superchargers. It is without a doubt a scheduling change. With a garage, it makes owning a Tesla a lot more viable and less cumbersome. You'll need the Tesla wall connector or the NEMA 1450 outlet to be fully charged every morning, with charging speeds that allow for a fill charge during a typical 7 to 8 hour night sleep. Although you can only pull 40 amps instead of 48 amps with the wall connector, this is sufficient for most people, can offer a complete charge overnight, and give you the option to use the 1450 outlet for other charging needs, such as powering an RV or appliance if that's essential to you. If you have access to a garage or a complex that provides free charging, wonderful. If you don't, be cautious of the new habits you'll need to develop around scheduling time to charge. Can you afford it? This is the third thing into consideration. While there are cost advantages connected with gas maintenance over electricity, there may be some significant upfront fees that you should not overlook. The wall connector costs $500 plus $400 for installation. You can use a regular outlet, but you'll only get roughly 2% to 3% of your charge back per hour. Unless you barely drive, it's not very sustainable. Instead, you might use a NEMA 1450 outlet, which costs around $10 plus installation. It's not as attractive, but it's a lot less expensive. You might want to consider the garage door opener module as an additional cost. I haven't purchased it yet, but I may do so in the future. Winter mats, as well as a few other items. Overall, depending on the following question, you could pay anywhere from a few $100s to many thousands of dollars. What climate do you reside in is the number 4 thing you need to consider. Do you live somewhere where the winters are bitterly cold? In the cold, you'll need to think about battery charge retention. Depending on the intensity of the cold, you could lose 30 to 40% of your range. That's a significant decrease. Additionally, potholes and bad roads in cold weather are a huge concern with the Performance model's 20-inch wheels, which are the only size available. With larger wheels, the reduction in rubber will result in a higher rate of flats and damaged wheels. As a result, you'll probably require winter tires, which cost anywhere from $1,200 to $6,000. But you'll want to make sure they are suitable with your brake calipers. Due to their compactness, the Model 3 Performance has a smaller capability range. Other questions you should consider asking include whether you can change the wheels yourself if you're changing them. Is there enough place in your garage for another pair of wheels? I would say yes to both, so winters isn't as big of a concern for me, but these could result in higher storage and labor costs. Is efficiency or economics more important to you is the number 5th consideration. The thrill of driving comes from striking a balance between price, speed, and range. The Model 3 Long Range's extra range was insufficient to make it appealing. The additional cost savings for the Performance model's 26% increase in speed made it much more tempting, and this is currently Tesla's finest cost-to-speed deal. Losing only 19 miles of range while saving 1.1 seconds off the 0 to 60 time to 3.1 seconds is, in my judgment, a home run. In terms of cost, the long-range model comes standard with 19-inch wheels. estimating the need for a second pair in the winter, making it a more cost-effective option. If you've made it this far and still want to buy something, here are 5 important things to keep in mind. First and foremost, don't overlook EV credits. Your state may provide a significant benefit at the time of purchase, as well as other incentives over the life of the car, such as tax credits for home charging. Now the number 2, and this is an odd one. Choose a less popular model if you need your vehicle urgently and can afford it. Right now, pricier builds are arriving a little faster. Third, don't buy the full self-driving capability right now. The majority of people do not require it. The pre-installed self-driving technologies are impressive, providing 90% of the value without the hefty price tag. I don't need to be summoned. I don't require automatic lane switching. All of the lane keeping is included, as well as the obligation to keep your hands on the wheel. It appears to be a reasonable and safe option. The number 4 is to think about purchasing the black seats. The white seats are fantastic. They look fantastic, but they get filthy quick. There's no getting around it. After a few months of wearing jeans and sitting on them, they look quite awful. People are recording videos of themselves cleaning their seats, and they're rather nasty. As a result, I chose black seats. They appear to be immaculate, and I'll never have to deal with anything like that. If you don't mind cleaning the chairs and prefer white, go ahead. But it is my warning to you, do whatever you want. The number 5 is that when your car arrives, thoroughly inspect it. Tesla has a history of poor quality control. While many issues have been rectified, double-check everything and don't sign unless you're sure everything is in order. If you don't end up in the service line after you've accepted it, they'll be able to fix it much faster. If you don't sign for it, they have an incentive to repair it soon. Panel gaps are the first thing to look for. Make sure there aren't any big gaps around panels or doors. Examine both sides of the vehicle to confirm they are identical. My family had no problems here, but others had chips and fissures in the glass. Give them a once-over to check for any faults that may have emerged during shipping. Rocks are a real annoyance. Paint quality is excellent. Get down low and inspect the paint reflectors all around the vehicle to ensure that it is perfect condition. Crank the vehicle on and turn the steering wheel to ensure that it does not squeak. If it does, some wires may be rubbing internally, which the team on site may simply fix. Last but not least, the wheels. Make sure they're not damaged or nicked in any way, and that they're in pristine condition. If everything appears to be in order, go ahead and sign for it. So this was all. Add your thoughts in the comments section below. Hit the bell icon and also like, subscribe, and share our channel, and stay with us until our next video. We will see you soon with our next video, so be with us and go watch our The 2022 Model Y Update is Here video on your left to see some positive aspects about it as well. Or you can watch the 2022 Tesla Model 3 Update is Here on your right and learn more about the Tesla world. Thank you so much for watching.